This is WTOL News 11 at noon.
Now you could say it's the calm before the big winter storm. About this time tomorrow, these roads are going to start looking a whole lot different. We are on a winter weather alert. Hello and welcome to News 11 at noon. I'm Dan Bumpus.
And I'm Melissa Vage. We are working team coverage this noon as we get ready for the winter blast.
Yeah, Mike Stone in the Storm Track 11 Weather Center. He is tracking the storm.
And Tara Hastings out with crews as they gear up to battle the snow on the roads. First, let's get right over to Mike Stone. Mike, we are on winter weather alert this noon already, right?
Yeah, in fact, we're not expecting any snow the rest of the day, so today, no worries about that. In fact, we have a lot of clear sky outside and a lot of the viewing area. But we'll show you the satellite and radar as we widen the picture. You can see all this precipitation across the plains, and the storm that's really going to affect us really hasn't developed a whole lot yet. There's a piece of energy to the south, but we're watching some towards the west, and that will actually kind of build up quite a bit between now and tomorrow night. So in the meantime, things will be calm today. No worries about any snow, but the snow will get a little bit closer late tonight and tomorrow morning. There's a winter storm watch in effect for much of the viewing area. It has been upgraded to a warning west of I-75. This is pretty much all semantics on the timing. Essentially what it means is we are planning for a pretty decent snow Tuesday into Wednesday, and that will make travel difficult. Here's Futurecast. You can see where the snow is going to be by about 7 a.m. tomorrow, just beginning to cross the entire viewing area. And by the time the snow tapers down late Wednesday morning towards midday, there could be a few sections in our viewing area seeing snow upwards of 10 inches or a foot. That's not going to be the entire viewing area, just parts. I'll break that down a little bit more so for you coming up in our main weather in just a little bit. Dan?
All right, Mike. The city of Toledo gearing up right now for the big storm to hit our area. Storm Track 11 meteorologist Tara Hastings continues our team coverage now. And Tara, weather crews are ready to work some overtime, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. You know, just had that other storm move through at the end of the week and early this weekend. And now they're getting prepared and ready for this weekend, or this week's storm. We're going to talk now with Ed Moore, and he is with Toledo Streets, Bridges, and Harbor. Thanks, Ed, for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what crews are doing right now.
We're just preparing for the storm that's approaching. We're making sure our trucks are road ready. We're getting our salt barns filled up and our calcium chloride tanks all filled, and we're just going to be ready when the storm hits.
Now, tell us a little bit about crews and what kind of shifts they're going to be working. This is going to be kind of a little bit long shifts.
Sure. Our crews will work 12 on and 12 off shifts from midnight to noon and then noon to midnight, and they will run the 12-hour shifts for the duration of the storm.
And tell us a little bit about, you know, this is going to be kind of a long duration event as compared to our last storm. So when people are, you know, in the city, what should you do? Just have some patience maybe if they can't get to their street?
Sure, we do. We ask that all the citizens just exercise extreme caution when driving out on the roads. Stay far back behind the salt plows and just be patient, and we will get to your areas sooner than later.
Yeah, because it's gonna be taking a long time. You're gonna take priority with the main arteries first, and then get to those residential streets. Ed, thanks so much, and good luck with this big storm that's gonna be coming up as well. So, guys, again, lots of crews already preparing for the big storm. Live in Toledo, Tara Hastings, News 11.
All right, thank you very much, Tara. Now, speaking of preparations, the Ohio Department of Transportation also getting the plows in tip-top shape. This was the scene at District 2. This is the garage in South Toledo this morning. Again, crews just making sure the trucks work, making sure all of the equipment is in full working order, working 12-hour shifts, and also plowing around the clock, as Tara mentioned. You know, with that much manpower on the streets, they are reminding drivers, you know, just be careful.
Don't crowd the plow. Why? Because those plows can make sudden stops. They'll often back up, whether they're trying to plow in the shoulder, so they can make movements that you're not expecting.
Now, later today, News 11's Joe Stahl showing us how the private crews are gearing up for tomorrow's snowstorm. Dan?
All right, Mel, over in the WTOL.com center now, we're checking out exactly how you can use our website, WTOL.com, to track this winter storm and to deal with all that snow that we are going to get. Check out our homepage here, and you have all sorts of options right there at the top of the page, including probably one of the most important of all. Click on the Weather tab. That brings you to our weather page, which has all sorts of information to help you track the storm. That includes the forecast, the 7-day forecast. You can even use our radar to follow along at home and track what's happening on the radar system. You can also use our website, of course, for the latest school closings and delays. All those are posted here, including any special information you might need in terms of busing and other sorts of information. Also tells, of course, the status, whether it's a delay or a closure, and we expect this to be fired up in great detail over the next couple of days. On down the list here, of course, you want to find out what's going on from a traffic perspective. Check out our traffic page here. You can actually see all these live camera looks across Northwest Ohio. These are the ODOT cameras that you can see are placed all around Northwest Ohio, showing what traffic and travel is like up to the minute, so you can use these to plan ahead and plan your trip. And, of course, we'd also like you to see, snap, and send your photos to WTOL.com. In fact, we are posting all those photos right here on the website, and we just love getting a perspective from you of what it's like in your part of town. Of course, we have this story covered, but we need your help as well. I'd like to see what's going on in your neck of the woods. And remember, you can count on News 11 for continuing coverage of this winter weather alert. We are going to keep you up to date with all the very latest. We'll do that on the air and online at WTOL.com. Mel?
All right, this weekend's winter blast, a big problem.